Hi everyone, Fritz here. In this video, we're going to go over a question that you may not realize that you're answering several times in a day. And that question is cash or card. And the question cash or card typically gets brought up when we're making purchases. The question that you might want to ask yourself is, what is better, cash or card? Now, some of you might be saying, well, I have a lot of rewards, I gain a lot of points when I use my credit card, so card. The problem with card is that if you don't pay on time, if you're overspending, it becomes very easy to lose track of how much money that you're spending versus how much you have to put back to those payments. On the other side, when people say cash, of course, you have to have the cash with you. If you lose cash, it's not as redeemable as if you lost a card, you just cancel the card. So there's some security factors in place for a card versus cash. Another thing that you might want to consider is how disciplined are you and how meticulous you are when it comes to paying the card on time. Versus if you're paying cash, it's simple. Once you pay it, you're done. You get your change back and then you walk away with your purchase. It's easy for you to budget yourself when you actually have cash, because if you don't have enough, you can't make the purchase. And now for the differences between credit or debit. You can think about your debit card a little bit more like cash. However, it's access to all of your cash in your bank account. It's not like, okay, today I'm only gonna spend $20 and I take out only $20. If you have your debit card and if you set yourself up for maybe even a daily limit, maybe you need more, you simply go into your phone, you reset the limit, or you ignore the notification on your phone saying that you've went past your limit and you keep on spending. With a credit card, it's not your money. So it doesn't hurt you as much when it comes to spending. If you have to overspend like $5, $10, $20, $100, it all kind of feels the same because it's not your money. You're not really losing it. When you come into that situation where you're overspending with a credit card, in your head you're thinking, well, if I cut back here, if I cut back there, if I cook this meal today, and if I don't eat out tomorrow, what you're doing with yourself is you're negotiating how you can actually afford this. And so you proceed to go ahead with the purchase because you've come up with solutions. The problem is that when you're looking at either cash, debit, or credit, yes, of course, there's security features in place. And if you're meticulous when it comes to sticking with the budget, then I would recommend a debit card. However, when it comes to the habit of overspending and the culture of overspending, I want to refer to what would hurt you the most. Of course, if you have the money and you're gonna get free points, go ahead and use a credit card. But I'm talking about if you only have $100 and you need to stick to that budget, you're gonna want to try and use cash. And the reason why I would recommend using cash is because the emotion of fear of losing, is a much stronger emotion than the emotion of happiness and gain. And what I mean by that is when you're paying in cash, you're scared that you're gonna lose that cash and it's never coming back. When you use credit card, you have an emotion of gain, of happiness, because you're getting something for almost nothing in return because you're not using your money right now. And that's the feeling that you have at the point of the transaction. If that doesn't drive it home for you, I wanna give you an example of this. Think about your favorite celebrity, someone famous, and you met them on the street and they said, hey, I will mentor you, I will teach you how to do exactly what it is that I do. All you have to do is give me $5,000. At the first point, you are so happy. You are like, yes, of course, I want to be mentored by you. I want to learn from you. You had that emotion of happiness. But then when they said, you have to give me $5,000 first, then the emotion of fear kicks in. Then you start doubting yourself. Then you start not believing that you can do it. And then the fear of losing $5,000 becomes too much. Some of you may proceed to go through with it, but a lot of you will not because you are too scared to lose $5,000. And that's exactly what happens when you pay with cash versus with card. It actually sends pain receptors to your brain that trigger that fear emotion, that pain emotion. And you say, no, I don't want to buy this. I need to save it because I'm on a strict budget. And maybe a good solution to this is every paycheck you take out a certain amount, say $200, and you put the bulk of it away, but every day you only pull out $40 from that drawer that you have at home. And then you put away the change at the end of the day and you take out another $40. That's your budget for the day. Or $20, whatever it may be. But have a budget and stick to it. Again, if you can be very meticulous and disciplined, then there's no problem with using card, getting all the bonus features that are associated with it. Essentially, it's free money. But again, if you lack that discipline, if you're not as meticulous, or if you're just learning, maybe get a credit card with a very low limit. I'm talking in the hundreds of dollars, not in the thousands of dollars, and see how disciplined you can be with that. And just as a side note, credit card companies know about this. That is why they give you all the incentives and bonuses and points and rewards to go out and spend your money, to go out and spend with their money versus your money. Because when you pay them back more than what you originally bought. So if something's on sale, but if you're paying minimums on your credit card, don't do it. Because you're gonna end up paying more for that item in the long run versus if you waited for when you had enough cash to purchase it and bought it at maybe even full price. So I hope that this helped guide you in the sense of if you should be paying with cash or card. If you have any questions, leave it for me down below, and I even have a money quiz for you in the description as well. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.